All right.
Gangsta. Oh, we recording?
IJS Radio, baby. Yes, we're back.
Hey, wait, you're too angled into that mic. You can't.
Okay,
hear me.
my
That's
bad.
good.
All right. So,
Funky
today,
time. Oh, so we're recording. So
Okay.
what were we talking about? We were smoking some weeds, and we were blunted out, and we were saying some shit. Well, the C Dorn thing is going off, big time.
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Okay. Let's start back from the beginning. Should we do a little theme song? Okay, whatever, man. Kill that. That was horrible. All right. Anyway,
Just saying, radio. So what's up with this Rambo shit?
okay. So today is the 11th of February, and we're going to discuss recent events. Yesterday was the Grammys.
Current events.
Current events.
Yesterday
yes.
was the
Still
Grammys.
going on developments.
Led by what? Black Keys, Mumford, Fun, and Gautier Kimbra, aka white people.
Yeah, it was a big night for white people, I would say.
Big night for white.
Big night for whitey.
But I'm sure the darkies also had their moment in the sun, so to speak, which is not what made them what they are, but rap in the rap categories.
Anyway, ignore what my racist co-host just said. And
Well, no, it's playing up on the
anyway,
the panache.
Anyway, so yeah, I'd say Black Keys props for bringing black rock and roll back, I guess, which is the irony that
Well,
all
there
the
you
winners
go.
were white.
So how could you possibly take issue with my statement? Yeah, they're ripping off black music. The real listeners know that I harbor no animosity. Fucking, but
I love
do.
the black.
For
I'm a
people
big
that
fan of
steal
the Black
music.
Keys, but yeah, of
I don't
course
even like 'em.
they did steal the rock and roll from the original black style of rock and roll.
Well, they're going back to this R&B, like roots rock garage.
They're going back to the blues, yeah.
Pop, bluesy, which all the rock groups do from Led Zeppelin onward. But yeah, they just do it in this homespun garage El Camino title of their album, Brothers type stuff. I mean, they all right.
Yeah, I like them. I enjoy their music. You know, I don't think it matters what color,
not
skin
super
color,
queer.
or any fucking group is. You know, but yeah, I mean, it
No,
was a good night for the white man.
Well, it's just seen that it's seen with the whole Jay-Z thing and whatnot that we talk about, that black people dominate the music industry.
Yeah, and Jay-Z is like the overlord of hip hop,
and he's the overlord of music.
Yeah,
But at the same time, there is, there is this whole other. It's all under the same umbrella, no pun intended, Rihanna. But there's a lot of it seems the ones that won the Grammys. It's a very, I mean, not just white racially, but just Mumford and Sons folk music. Like that's some white music,
the whitest possible music, except for Black Keys, who are kind of black. But Mumford and Sons, Fun, which is very white. White boys yelling type of shit.
Fun on their song "We Are Young" featured Janelle Monáe, who's African American female R&B pop artist.
Okay, so that's a win. One win for
win. But
that she was
see,
sitting
they're
right
behind
next to them, and they didn't even invite her up on stage with them.
And what do we think about the state? And you know what else too? I just realized. So that song. Okay, here's our connective tissue detective shit. So that song, "Fun" by Fun, "We Are Young" with Janelle Monáe. So it's a male group featuring a girl, and then someone that I used to know, Gautier, featuring Kimbra, another like male song featuring the girl, who's also sort of ethnic too. I don't think she's black or whatever, but she's sort of
white girl. But
she's sort of exotic. Maybe has ethnicity to her.
I don't know if that's
we don't know.
Deep connection.
It's
right
a deep
there,
connection. Well, at least they're both women featured on the Song of the Year. Like they're both featured. They're not the artist, but they're featured.
I mean, but that I think that kind of speaks to the.
I
don't know. These were good songs. I enjoyed "Fun," "We Are Young," and
you bet you did.
Gautier's.
You like all the fruitiest stuff.
Yeah, I think music is. I love the Beatles. I love
you like the big music.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I like all music really.
So what's your commentary on the state of it after the Grammy Awards last night?
Well, I think that, it was some real good musicians that won some awards. I thought it was a little unusual that, the awards didn't go to the usual suspects like Jay-Z and Beyonce's and Rihanna's of the world. They went to like
You're racist.
new artists, or not new necessarily, because the Black Keys have been around for years,
Yeah.
but just more artists that represent like a new audience.
No, but the Mumfords and the Funfords.
Yeah.
In other words, it was the year hipsterism broke through to the mainstream. Can we quantify it as that?
I mean, Fun is kind of, I think, a Queen throwback.
Yeah, I can see
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So there, and Black Keys is a black rock and roll throwback.
Uh-huh.
And so they're just bringing back old styles.
My throwback. I got my throwback
Mumford
on.
and Sons is just one of the oldest styles of
They're
of
so
the rock and
throwback.
roll folk, style.
So you thought Mumford was the greatest performance of the evening. What else was good? And then we'll get to what sucked. Major Balzac, the French
Mumford
writer.
was good. I think Elton John murdered it.
Who did he feature?
Elton John and Mumford and Sons did
Like a guy.
performance together. Yeah.
Oh, so the gay
And
agenda.
another guy, I forget. It was like a country singer.
Have to have the
It was
gay
really-
agenda somewhere in the
There
Grammys.
was some really good country music.
Oh, really?
Was there, but didn't necessarily win. The usual with the country, it was really the usual suspect. What's her name? Carrie Underwood.
Oh boy.
Which I think is completely overrated. But
What were the suckiest performances?
as far as R&B, the guy who dominated was that guy. I forget
as far as R&B, my favorite.
Yeah.
my favorite
I know. Yeah.
sentence.
Yeah, what was that? This guy that tries to imitate Prince. It was a Prince imitator.
Bruno Mars.
No,
right?
not Bruno Mars.
No.
It was another guy, a Prince imitator. Bruno Mars did have a good performance
Prince
up there,
imitator?
though. I thought he's a new guy. I forget his name. He has a weird Spanish name or some shit. But I think he won some shit. He came out of nowhere. This guy came out of nowhere. He's an unknown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that what was the gay guy that came out of the closet? It was a gay R&B
Oh, Frank
singer.
Ocean.
Frank Ocean won
yeah.
some shit too. He won like best R&B.
Oh yeah, he's murdering that R&B track.
Yeah.
And
Which he was up against Chris Brown, and Chris Brown got really. You could tell the look on Chris Brown's face, because Chris Brown supposedly beat up Frank Ocean.
Oh yeah,
like
Chris
that,
Brown's
yeah.
got in beef with Frank Ocean, Drake.
And they were both
and
nominated in the
others.
same category, and then the camera is like showing all of them at the same time, and you see Chris Brown's face when Frank Ocean wins the award, and he's like, whoa.
He wants that award, man. I need to be validated with accolades here at the Grammys.
Yeah.
How could the gay guy that doesn't beat women?
Yeah, they kept
Win
going
it.
from camera shots of Jay-Z and Beyonce and camera shots of Chris Brown and Rihanna. You know what I mean? In the audience.
Oh man,
Yeah.
two kinds of abuse there. But yeah, you have to have like these power music couples have to be together. Only they can understand each other in the industry. Okay, so what sucked beyond recognition in terms of performance at the Grambos?
I think that Frank Ocean's performance kind of sucked.
Right.
It was a little pitchy at some points. I think he's totally overrated. I think Justin Timberlake performance is overrated.
So the gay R&B singers, in other words.
Yeah, yeah, totally like over. I'm talking about not their sexuality wise. I'm talking about like their performance was not up to par. And like they make okay music, but as far as live performance, no. But no,
Yeah.
I mean,
Frank Ocean
it
sits
has
on
nothing to do with their homosexualities. It
their
has
proclivities.
yeah, because
There's
Elton
nothing wrong
John,
with that.
Elton John had one of the best performances. So
But the agenda was pushed. Okay, so right, I can understand that. Yeah, doesn't Frank Ocean sit on a stool and perform shit?
he sits on the stool, the upside down stool. Yeah.
And releases a stool onto the stage. Stool
He flips
sample.
the stool upside down and then sits on it.
No, I mean he shits out a song, but that's that's possible. So what's the future of both? So we did not see an appearance by Chris Dorner at the Grammys. What is both in his future?
That's really the reason I watched the Grammys, because I was hoping Chris Dorner was going to shoot up that place, kill
So-
Justin Bieber and all those people.
No, a wishful
Justin
thinking.
Bieber!
You-
I hate Justin Bieber!
You're all this going on. You're concerned with Justin Bieber. So what is
He's the devil!
what is the future of the music industry in 5 years? What kind of beats will the youth be bumping? What shape will it take? Who's the next superstars?
Yes.
Or do we give a shit?
What's going to be the next beating? Who is Chris Brown gonna beat next?
Who's gonna beat off next? I mean, is it gonna be industry?
Or will we see the rise of hip hop J. Russ?
Oh, the white naked fucking savage.
I mean, no, we did have a black J. Russ event. Remember the guy who ate that girl, turned into a zombie?
Oh, that was Big Lurch.
Yeah, Big Lurch.
West Coast gangsta shit. But yeah, I mean, music will just be as popified as it ever has been, and just commercial, and then there's underground stuff.
I think
but not really.
It always goes from really, really poppy to trying to be contemporary, like they are with Mumford and Sons and Black Keys, and Rihanna gave a performance that was a little less dancey and a little more like jazzy and slow and darker with no drums and shit like that. Well, so I think music sometimes goes into this phase of like
even gotcha,
a darker phase of like more calmer, not shit you can dance to, but shit you like with like deep lyrics and like deep like right now. I think music is going into that phase right now with Mumford and Sons and shit like that. You know what I mean? But then it's gonna go back to the poppiness.
You're right.
And
like,
it just gives back and forth.
We went through the electro pop dance phase just now in the last few years, right? And now it's moving back to like you said, more serious, more. Music,
like we had a Kanye
music.
West phase. Before that, we had a 50 Cent phase where it was all about gangster shit. It's like the phases are always changing. Like right now, we're still in the auto-tune phase where everybody's, I think actually we're stepping out of the auto-tune phase right now.
We still have cycles though. Yeah, music.
Yeah, like I'm hearing Rihanna songs where she's not using auto-tunes now. So it's just like it's we're kind of moving into more organic music, but then it's going to go back to digital robotic music again. But it just keeps going back and forth.
It's going to get ever more futuristic. Like Snoop Dogg is introducing Bob Marley infused dubstep to the West Coast and beyond, and trying to make that whole electro beat thing mainstream. And then there'll be more, of course, just country and pop. All these people hit the mega pop credentials even. Like
and I didn't see the beginning of the Grammys, but you didn't watch it? Huh?
I haven't seen any. No.
Well,
I'll see it.
I have to find out though if what happened with that performance of the Sandy Hook kids were supposed to perform.
Oh shit, that's right. The pre-party.
At a pre-party hosted by Ryan Seacrest, who's now Ryan Seacrest is like the chairman of like the Grammy committee or some shit now.
Ryan Sandy Crest.
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest is big elitist.
He's like the leader of the he's the leader of the gay mafia. He's the point man for the. He's the Piers Morgan of like the gay, not even gay, but pop agenda.
So I'm gonna find out what happened with that. Supposedly the Sandy Hook kids were performing. We're supposed to perform "Call Me Maybe," which is like the slut anthem of the year.
These slutty kids.
I don't even know what
Carly Rae
Jepsen name. Some Canadian bitch.
Jepsen,
who looks like she's 14, but is really like 27 or something. Or, I don't know.
Actress chicks.
Yeah, and what it does is it pushes the slut agenda on all your daughters. Your cute little 12-year-old daughters are gonna grow up to be major sluts because they love that song. And then they're making the Sandy Hook kids, like these kids are still traumatized allegedly from this shooting. Shut up.
No, but
this is a serious. Don't laugh. This is a serious issue.
You hate laughing at Sandy Hook related stuff.
I know that's because it's horrible. You cannot laugh about this.
But you made a point. You were smiling when you said it.
But these kids. I'm trying to make the point that these kids are being made to sing a slut anthem on television, or not. I don't even know what happened to it, if they even did it. But if the stories are correct, these kids were set to sing a slut anthem after they just experienced the trauma of their lives. What the fuck is that? It's like programming these kids. They're going through trauma. These little girls, they're going to be forced to sing that song, and they're going to grow up to be sluts because they're going to be impacted by that song more than usual because they're in a traumatic state. And those little boys singing that song are probably going to turn into a bunch of fags. I'm sorry. Like, you're making boys sing girl lyrics?
Damn you with that, man.
I saw the lyrics to that song, and she talks about the guys wearing ripped jeans and shit like that, and she's fantasizing about them. And, like, you're going to get little boys singing about a guy with ripped jeans you're fantasizing about. Like, there's a serious issue with that. Why is no one... up in arms about that? Why? Like, I'm sorry, man. If I was one of those militia guys, I'd be like, get the AR-15, let's go.
It's the Kanye-ification of America. All right,
The
we'll see you later.
The conification. All right, we didn't even talk about Dorner.
Let's talk about C. Dorn. How much time we got left
I don't
before
know
the
how
station
much time
break?
you got. It's just when you gotta go.
Oh shit! Oh, the Yoda. Shit,
Yeah.
I got all day. Tell me the latest updates on Dorner.
Dorner, we have deployed drones. My voice is a little hoarse right now, so let me get some water.
My voice is a pony as well. Little horse.
Yeah, so the good one.
I'm just saying, radio.
Yeah, so we have drones flying over LA. Drones over LA. Okay, no, that's not funny, but we have drones flying over LA looking for this Dorner guy, who's a big teddy bear that we're searching for him in Big Bear.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's always smiling like some kind of Joker, and threatens to kill cops and threatens demolition, just like the Dark Knight version of Joker. So,
The TDK.
Yeah, interesting, right?
He's like the dark side version of the magical Negro, as they call him.
Based on this manifesto that may or may not have been written by this guy. We don't know. There's no proof that this guy did anything. You know what I mean? All we know is what the cops are telling us. The very people that he's accusing of going after him are the ones that were getting the information.
Well, he accuses cops of going after innocents and just doing the most corrupt shit imaginable, basically. And they've proven his point, according to what we've heard, on more than one occasion, just in this very manhunt of the century.
I don't want to jump on the Chris Jordan Dorner
is a hero
bandwagon. I don't, because but I do believe that in America you're innocent until proven guilty. So I want to see some proof. You know what I mean? I don't think that it's wise to say, okay, $1 million for anybody who can catch this guy dead or alive, because it's innocent till proven guilty. This is America. Who cares if he has military training and all that shit?
Yeah,
he still should be treated innocent until proven guilty. You know, just because this guy has military training and is very handy with a fucking gun, with an AR-15 or whatever the fuck he's using, you know what I mean, doesn't mean that he's guilty of what he did. So
let's discuss what we were talking, the possible militia connection and his hiding out. We may break this case wide open. Him hiding out possibly in Big Bear with militia activists or somewhere else, and who knows where.
I know people that live up there, you know, militia guys. I don't want to reveal their names or identities or how I know them, you know, because some of these guys, they prefer to be, you know, left alone, naturally. And I've talked to some people that say they heard that Dorner has connections to militias or to ex-military and ex-police officers. There's now a group under investigation by the LAPD, a group of ex-cops supposedly that are turning on the LAPD establishment.
We're in the age of supervillains,
and that are now under FBI investigation and all that. So there seems to be like rogue elements in the police and the military who are now being branded as threats to the establishment. And I'm sure some of them could be, you know, corrupt elements, rogue elements, terrorist groups that, you know, are connected to the CIA and stuff like that. But some of them could be, you know, real patriots and real heroes who want to, you know, take over the military and take over the police force to take it back from the New World Order. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean,
like all the Oath Keepers. You know,
we knew this had to happen because as these institutions crumble and trust is lost and they break down, there are going to be these rogue elements who have just been burned. That's what Dorner is. He's a spurned lover of the fucking system.
Yeah.
Like,
he could be one of those. Yeah, the whistleblower or a fucking. Yeah. You know, who knows? I think for all we know, he could just be some dead guy. He could be dead for all we know, and they're just putting this story out as an excuse to put drones up in the sky and to basically ante up the police state. You know what I mean?
Up, kidnap that fool. Have you seen a drone around here?
I have seen drones flying above. I live by the shore. Sure, I don't.
All right.
I live in Austin, Texas, but I have been into Santa Monica before and seen drones flying over the shore. And, you know, probably, you know, Coast Guards and shit like that. But they do. I have seen drones before.
But now they're going to be more en masse. It's going to be an everyday thing.
They're flying over L.A. They were flying over,
even
you know,
blimps.
to protect the Grammys and protect the, you know.
Blimps and shit.
Flying over Big Bear looking for this guy, you know.
But yeah, so CJ Dorner is the guy false flagging in the cybernetic police more.
They're looking
state
for him,
thing.
and look at where they're looking for him in Big Bear, where all the malicious guys are. You
And
know
guess
what? I mean?
what? California is known as like the bear state, basically, right?
Yeah.
Like a bear is
Yeah,
on
and
our
Big
flag.
Bear,
and
yeah,
shit.
Big Bear is the heart of like the
Yeah.
the militia movement in California. I mean, there's militias everywhere, but I'm talking about Big Bear is like everybody has
Yeah,
a gun
'cause
there.
it's
I've
just
been to that, yeah.
Remote, yeah.
And they don't have guns to protect themselves from the government or from criminals, because there's no crime up in Big Bear. It's too cold. They have guns to protect themselves against fucking bears and deer and
Wild
shit like that.
animals.
Wild animals that
Just
try
like-
to take over their communities.
Just like we all need it for in our current society of people, aka wild animals, some of them.
Yeah.
All right, but I'll tell you this much. Shit's going down. All right, people. We'll see ya.
Yeah, they're going after the militia community. That's what it looks like right now. And we'll update you on what's going on with that, and we'll keep you in the loop.
You pockmarky marked motherfuckers.
Yeah, we'll keep you in the loop.
Yeah, we'll keep you fucking
We'll
guessing
keep you
what's up.
guys. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe this Dorner guy is a real terrorist and a real dangerous guy. Who knows? Or maybe he's just an innocent guy. We don't know, man. The funnel of information is unclear. It's completely like clouded.
Yeah, who knows and who blows.
There's
But
definitely
the
a
point is,
war going on within the LAPD.
There's
We're seeing it.
internal civil war shit going on everywhere, man. The media, the police, the Republican Party. I mean, it's a fracturing. There is a fracturing going on. It's a metaphor, like
and-
earthquakes and shit.
And yeah, there are cops who kill other cops, and
Yeah.
but a lot of times they get away with it, and they kill good cops who find out about the corruption, and they kill them to basically
fact,
to take their secrets to their grave and everything. But I think that also we have to be careful because like I said,
You like what you're saying, cop on cop violence is what spawned the whole Biggie Tupac investigation and this odyssey of the one officer who was putting it all together and this whole white, black, and
that's why they're putting this
divisions.
guy out there as a threat, not a threat to us, not a threat to regular people, but a threat to cops. So that's putting the cops on major alert. Now they're ready to give $1 million out because they're scared for their own lives.
Exactly,
because
and
of
giving
this guy.
and giving the masses mad
So
empathy, sympathy. For
9/11
cops.
was like paranoia porn, fear porn for the entire, for all Americans, obviously, because we all felt like we were attacked. But this guy is not a threat to us. A lot of regular people consider him a hero or something, but he's a threat to the police. He's a threat to a corrupt police force. And so that it's like a Patriot Act for cops, basically. It's a 9/11 for cops.
Right. A true
It's
Patriot
fear
Act.
porn
No,
for
he
the
wants to be
police
the
to
avenging-
brainwash the cops to be even more paranoid when they're out there and kill even more people.
He's an avenging angel archetype. He's
then-
more like Azrael than Batman.
And then
Like,
every time a
he's-
good cops gets killed, they're gonna blame it on Dorner. You know what I mean? And they're gonna maybe like the penalty for killing cops, even in self-defense or something like that,
the
will be even
Dornerati.
more of it. You know what I mean? Because hey, if I kill a cop in self-defense, you know what I mean, I should get off. A cop is not more important than my life. A cop's life is not more important than my life just because he's a fucking cop. Just because he has a badge doesn't make him
But if
superhuman or above the law.
If they're a gang and they're a band of brothers, then yeah, they do go ham like that for each other. Even as their stakes are raised in terms of interdepartmental beef, because there's so much emotions being touched off, so many emotions rather, being touched off with all these court cases and police internal affairs investigations, and Dorner feels burned over his name being taken away, and he's accused of filing a false report, and just saying you fucked with me, and he got fired 4 years ago. Now he's coming back, and it's just they feel mad prideful, like they took your identity away. He's an identity right as the movie Identity Thief comes out. Also, by the way, not to link everything to a movie, but I just like those little motherfucking media environment.
Interesting, yeah.
Coinky dinks.
Well, the whole effect that this Dorner thing is having is basically telling you that putting the emphasis on the police as if the cops are more valuable than regular people. Putting all this is saying that the police violence against police when they never put any media emphasis on violence done by police. But when a cop kills a black teenager, the media talks about it maybe for 10 minutes and then it goes away. But when somebody kills a cop, then well, everybody goes nuts.
They ain't giving $1 million for yo ass. That's the fucking
exactly.
Not for John Montana's fucking
exactly. Then they freak out. Yeah,
corpse or whatever. You know, fucking not for the solving of your murder or crime.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's gonna put $1 million bounty on the guys who killed my grandmother. You know what I mean? But they're gonna put $1 million bounty on a guy who killed 2 cops. You know, who may have killed them in self-defense. We don't even know what the fucking charges or circumstances are.
Have a nice day, people.
All right, ciao.
I am just saying radio. But bump.